Alright, good morning everybody. We've been up, so I got the water, so I'm doing pressure washing today. But I'm also doing line marking this morning. So we're up at the crack of daylight. We got here just as daylight broke so we could start doing line marking. I didn't realise we had heavy dew last night and that doesn't have a gutter on it. So this is all wet. So we might have to come back in the afternoon and do those 2 arrows and those bits there. So we'll see how it dries down, but it's still dripping off the roof. So a little bit of a fail on that one, but we've got the 2 arrows out there that we got to redo. So we've got to retape those 2 arrows. We've just done all the curving with a roller. So we did all the bollards at the back there, all the bump rails type thing. So we just got a couple of lines up in here. We've got a second car park on the other side. So just pulling out the line marker for the lines. We just used the roller for the rails. And then over here, we got this car park as well. So I just cleared this one out and put the ropes up the front. So as you can see, there's hardly any lines. So it's going to look completely different once we're done. We're going to just paint a little disabled bay up the front there. And we'll probably film a fair bit of this so you can see, but it's going to be a lot easier with the machine. We'll just put a piece of cardboard on the front of all these lines and then we'll just spray so you get a nice line. So what we're going to do is we're going to spray slow with these lines so we get a nice heavy thick line on these, so that way it lasts a bit longer. I'm not quite sure how long it's been since they're being done, but we're using Dulux line marking paint, which I like the Dulux one because it's a bit heavier. So we're using the Roadmaster, Dulux Roadmaster rapid dry water-based line marking paint. So we use that. We used a bit of yellow. I started using that other product. It's a bit runnier, so I've moved over to the Dulux one, and it's a lot denser and thicker. So today's like a $3,500 day with the washing and the line marking. So these I don't do too often. I might do 6 or 8 a year line marking jobs because my prices are really high. I don't really want to do line marking, but if the price is good, I'll bring out the machine. I already have the machine when I'm spraying roofs, so I may as well use it. But line marking is really easy. Like, you can make some really good money if you want to do it full time, but I don't like playing with the weather. So that's my biggest downfall. That's why I don't push it as much. I just don't like playing with the weather because if I got my calendar booked out for 3 weeks, it pushes this job back. The customer's not happy. I can't get back to it. Like, this job has been going on for 2 months because we just haven't had 2 fine days to get here. Every time we try and line it up, it rains in the morning. So we had a fine day yesterday and a fine day today, and then you get here and this problem happens. So this is why I don't do line marking too much. We have just quoted the IGA. They contact with us through these guys because they got the bottle shop down in there to get all their arrows and their zebra crossing done down in there. So we've just priced that one out and that one's a little bit more than this one, because it has to be done early in the mornings and or late in the afternoons. So, and then you have to wait around for it to dry because there's too much traffic in that car park to do it in the middle of the day where it'll dry fast. So we're going to get stuck into this. We're going to pull out the white, going to spray these out. I'll get the tripod out and film a bit of that. So we'll get the paint out and away we go. This out of here. What we want to do is we've got this is called the bleeder. It's really the air, and it'll discard a bit of the water. But when I first start, I'm happy to put the water on top of the paint because there's not much in the filter system. So I just leave the water go up to the top, especially when you're doing line marking because it can skin up nice and easy if you're doing it. So we'll start her up. Oops, stop recording GoPro. I'm an idiot. I took off my 60-meter spray line for the roof. Now I've got to hook up the spray line for the other gun. I'm a professional. Don't do these things at me. Jump. Act 2. See if we can get this one. what we want to do on the asphalt. So let's head over to the asphalt and get that sprayed out. What we'll need to do is take some cardboard for the front of the line so we get a nice clean cut off every single time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these two lines here, and then I'll probably speed up the other lines. But you want to get a little bit of cardboard straight in. Is ideal just to do the front of these lines. You can take the fronts if you want to do that, but I like a little bit of cardboard, so then I can throw it away after like 3 lines. I can just throw it in the bin, and I don't have to worry about sitting down the page and whatnot. The cardboard's only there for like a second, but you'll see that when we start spraying. So we've got this other one here. Tear that one down. So what there's a little bit of dry paint in there, so we're just going to break that out. I should have had it in a bottle of metho or something like that to break up the paint, which I'm a little bit lazy, but this is the price you pay for being lazy. Alright, so we're going to put you all the way down in the back here with the tripod. We're going to speed this up, got to get these knocked out, get that other side done. So just sit back and enjoy the time lapse. So we just sprayed all the lines in this top car park. We're going to go down, do the same in the bottom car park. As you can see, it's a lot more visible. This is the cardboard, so you get a nice reasonable cut line on the front. So when I quote these, when I quote these, I state in my quote that it is a spray finish. The lines are what they are once they come out of the spray gun. If there's a flare out because I hit a rock because I didn't blow out the car park, I will touch that up, but they will be a consistent 3 inches or 4 inches wide spray finish. On my new lines, when I do new lines in car parks, I'll tape both sides so they get a nice clean crisp line for the first time. A lot of these jobs are just a spray finish, and that's all I say. If they come back to you and say, hey, we wanted a clean crisp line on both sides, I'm like, no, on the quote it says spray finish. So I've had that problem before, and most of the time I put a quote in if they want to do a clean crisp line, because that is a lot of time to go through and tape all those lines and have a nice clean finish. So I offer it, but most of the times it's declined because of the labor cost to go through and tape it out. It's 3-4 times the labor cost, so they're simply not going to pay for it. They'd rather pay for a spray out. So that's what I offer. I do give them the price. If they want to spend more money, I'll give them that price. So you always give them the 2 options. Don't just give them one option. So we'll go out, we're going to spray all the lines down on this bottom section, and then what we'll do is we'll make it higher, because this is a follow. So what we're going to do is we'll make these lines a bit wider for the follow, and then we have to take off the gun and spray those arrows down the back there. So we will probably have to come back and do these later, because it doesn't look like it's going to dry. So as you can see, we taped out the arrow. I use a cloth tape, and then I use these boards here just to stop a little bit of overspray. So I'll spray out the top of the arrow, then I'll move the boards down to the back, and then spray out that so you get a nice finish. Because when you don't have too much to work with, it's yeah. Alright guys, so we're just squaring up here. It's cold morning, so paint's taken ages to dry, but the owners are here now so they can manage that. We've got a lot of the car park open, but we've still got wet lines everywhere. So we're going to head to this washing job, and that's those directional arrows. No, because we don't carry the stencils for them, we just tape them out and we spray them. But we just upsold. They wanted a proper disabled bay, which is the blue with the white stencil. So we're gonna come back and do that when we do these 2 arrows here. So we'll get that done when we come back, which is an upsell, so it makes it better for me to come back when I'm doing these on a hot afternoon. So that way I'm not in their way, because this is the drive-through bottle. So let's head to the next job. So we're at this next job. Big 2-story house right on the back of the creek. So no one's been living in here for 18 months. I think mold and stuff everywhere. It's the creek at the back. We're gonna get down in there, clean up in here. We'll probably just blast it out with a bit of chlorine and let it sit. Just gonna hose this room out for them. Clean the steps up. Clean this back pad up. Chemical's pretty much just gonna drip off the edge and sit there. Clean this back wall up as well. Fair bit up on the gutter there, and then up on that little windowsill, as you can see. So we're just going to block off this rainwater so it overflows, because we're going to clean the oxidization off the front of the roof. So I'll show you that a little bit later. So the only way to block these 3 tanks off is because they've fixed the ceiling, so they're pretty much solid. So we just have to let the core flute overhang. Then we just go through and just crease the edges a little bit. So then it'll just overflow straight over top of the tank. So we'll do this one, that one, and that one. We have to ladder up to each one. And then that one there will be the hardest one because it's beveled down. Oh look, these move, so what we might do is take that off. Put that there, we'll put that block there, and then that'll just spray straight into the block. Will kind of keep it there. What we'll do with this is we'll put it down here in the bottom so it doesn't go flying anywhere. Put them down there. So we've got 2 more blocks, 2 more signs. We'll do the same for the rest. That was good. They all did the same thing. So put a block up there, let the water run down off the top. So that was a good little check. You always check your end pipes, see if they've glued them in or they haven't glued them in. So what we've done down here is we soft washed the concrete, so no pressure whatsoever. We used the M5 twist nozzle. So used M5 twist nozzle, and we used a long caster lance just to chop out all the weeds on the edges and to wash the back wall so we could get it all up there. So we pushed everything out here. We cut the wall because it's going to put carbon fence just in there, going down to that section because this is the neighbours. But this is the ground. You can see what it looked like beforehand because I sprayed chemical down here because we're going to wash this side on in a couple of days. So you got the before and after right there. That's what it looked like, and that's what it is. A little bit of discoloration, but that's from the dirt and stuff running down. So pretty good result for not doing any pressure. So what we did was this heavy soap mix, 6% chlorine, come down, flooded the whole lot, soaked it in, hit it twice just to make sure as it was drying we've got the concrete nice and wet. Took off up the top, did something else. We took off the top, did something else, and then we're coming down now and just flushing. So we did the rest of the house soft wash while we're up the top, and then we come down with the high pressure line and just flush everything out. That way we can hit the top of that, which is about 2.5 stories. Now we're just going to go back up the top and knock out the paving and the driveway at the front. We'll probably jump up on the roof and do the oxidization removal. So we'll do that now before we finish the driveway. And then we've upsold them on the gates, so we'll do that as well. So we didn't finish, and we're not going to finish today. We'll come back on Sunday and finish off here. All we got to finish off the house is the driveway, which is not a biggie. And then we upsold these gates, so we're going to come through as I did here. It's a little bit of oxidization removal. You can see that smudging just there. So we're going to clean it with the remover on Sunday. Get all that done. We did the roof, did the walls, feeds, gutters, all the concrete down around the back, everything like that. So we did the whole house clean up. So it's still still a 3.5 grand day. So awesome day by myself. Line marking early in the morning, house wash, upselling for another $1,000, upselling the line marking for another $300. So 3.5 grand into nearly 5 grand day. So pretty good day. So we're heading home. We're done. Sun's just about to go down. So see you later. So just get back home. I've got 5 quotes to do. Just booked in a roof clean, and we just booked in 2 repaints. So one is taking the solar panels off, and the other one's not. So big job today, 2 big jobs today. Booked in another $12,000 worth of work. So catch up.